On August 7th, at 7:38, you guys gassed me. Period.
On Saturday, the Puna community had a chance to directly question company and government officials about the Puna Geothermal Venture steam release the evening of August 7th. Winds from Hurricane Ezel knocked out transmission lines from the plant, which ended up in a steam release of hydrogen sulfide. Some residents say they began feeling ill, but were unable to evacuate in the storm.
We couldn't evacuate.
People like Leilani Estates resident Mike Hale.
They said, you have to go back to your house and close the doors and windows, and that's it. There's nothing else for you to do. So we headed back, basically a mile back towards the plant. So honestly, a lot of us were concerned that we might die.
The Puna Pono Alliance organization has been compiling data since the incident.
PPA currently has a list of 82 people that believe that they may have been affected.
Vice President Tom Travis talked about their effort.
This is a map. Those yellow stars, or yellow diamonds, are the places on the map where people experience serious lethargy. Severe lethargy is defined as not being able to control when you go to sleep, or no one being able to wake you up after you fall asleep.
The meeting was attended by PGV Senior Director of Hawaiian Affairs Mike Kalei-Kini.
Our folks and our system responded exactly like our design system was supposed to.
Helco President Jay Ignacio.
Our philosophy for an approaching storm like this is we believe, for the benefit of the public and the customers, that it's best for us to try and sustain the electric system for as long as possible.
State Department of Health official John Peard.
Primarily our Clean Air branch is the primary branch of the Department of Health that's involved with PGV.
And Hawaii County Civil Defense Administrator Daryl Oliveira.
At that time, it wasn't known how long the release was going to last. And that was the trigger point for my putting out the radio message that went out shortly thereafter.
And all those monitors were down because
it didn't take long for the meeting to slip out of control.
Excuse me? So those monitors were gone. There was no...
You'll get your chance, please. You're letting the demons rule. That's what you're doing, Tom.
That's not what
you're not giving the people a chance.
That is not what he's doing.
Me, I've asked 4 questions already. They have not been asked.
If we turn it into this kind of emotional meeting, and and then we're gonna do it, but we're not to the questions yet. We need to hear what they have to say, please.
Nonetheless, organizers pushed forward with their inquisition. The health department was put on the hot seat.
The deputy director for the Department of Health, before even the roads were open, and then again about 2 weeks later, made statements saying that there were no health effects from this release.
If they have a permitted level and they exceed that, they should be held to that. That's what those enforcement levels are for.
But you didn't have any monitoring data, so how do you know? Okay, so I won't put you on the spot.
The power was out. We don't know.
Why, if you didn't know, did Department of Health go into the press and publicly say that there were no impacts in the community?
Travis wanted to know how much unabated hydrogen sulfide was released.
We could be talking about this incident could possibly be the biggest release of hydrogen sulfide since blowout.
We released a total, in our estimates, 39 pounds unabated and 29 pounds that was the result of the abated system, compared to 180 pounds for 31 hours.
The community also wanted to know why the power plant wasn't shut down completely as Ezel approached.
In this particular case, we did ask Puna Geothermal Ventures to stay online, as we did with all of our large generators. We're sitting here with after-the-fact information. The unpredictability of storms, you don't know. You don't know if this storm would have veered north and avoid. Let's listen. Okay, I'm done.
See, now, I really would like to know what he has to say, and if he can't talk, then he's going to probably leave, and then we're not going to get that information. You can be as mad as you want, but Puna Pono Alliance needs this information. So please, can we please just...
First off and foremost, I truly believe PGV is safe, can be operated safely, and PGV is a good corporate citizen. There are other places in the world, this is my opinion, please, okay? Thank you. There are other places where there's geothermal power plants in Lava Zone 1 and volcanic activity in the Philippines. There's numerous plants in Indonesia, in Iceland, in Africa. It's worldwide. We're just fortunate to have one here on Hawaii Island.
In neighborhoods?
In neighborhoods.
And that's why I want to know why the Department of Health never shut them down. You gave them the permit.
Good point. Good point.
You guys knew Israel was coming, and you guys, what? The money more important. The people are expendable, the general said.
Eventually, Puna Pono President Robert Patrici grew frustrated by the growing chaos in the audience.
So we're not even going forward?
Yes, I can. You know what? I'm going to just close the meeting, I guess.
Organizers changed format and allowed residents to directly address the officials.
The same thing is happening all over the world with your corporations, not just yours, all the other ones. There's problems, and they're not being addressed because they have permits. The wonderful health department permit. I mean, let's do it, guys. Come on, where's your heart? Come on, Mike, you're part of this community. Where's your heart? Isn't it getting old? Isn't it getting real old, this stuff? Doesn't it make you feel shitty? Is the money worth it?
Tempers flared until ultimately this scuffle broke out to end the meeting.
Where?
The meeting's going to be over. Hey, you know what?
We would like to thank everybody. We would like to thank everybody for coming this evening, and we certainly appreciate you asking your questions. I apologize to those people that did not get a chance to ask their questions.
Call the police.
Why you come off? Read my paper. Take my paper. I used to see Berkeley engineers. Fuck off. Let me go. I go.
The inquiry is far from over, and this week, the Windward Planning Commission will take a vote on funding for a long-awaited geothermal public health study. The study will last up to 3 years and will help determine if there are any health effects that can be linked to geothermal energy development.
You run a scum Puna. Scum Pally Puna.
Hey, I didn't eat that. That's a salt.